Yo, what is up NBA fans? It's Mike here. Today, I am bringing you my picks for the top 5 power forwards in the NBA next season. Alright, if you have not already, please check out my videos on the small forwards, shooting guards, and point guards, which came out earlier this week. But let's get right into this video, alright? And starting off, I'm going to be giving you the honorable mentions. And for those honorable mentions, I have 2 players, and that is Kristaps Porzingis and Domantas Sabonis. Now, both of these guys I am considering power forwards because until further notice, that's the position they've been playing. It's very possible the Pacers trade Miles Turner and then start Sabonis at center, and it's also very possible that Porzingis plays the center position, which I think he should be playing. But as of right now, they are power forwards, and that's how I'm ranking them. So, why are they not on this list? Well, both players have a very similar reason, and that is injury. Kristaps Porzingis had a knee surgery at the end of last season. He missed most of the playoffs because of that. He's going to be out, and we don't even know when he's going to come back this season. Domantas Sabonis, he had another huge injury. I don't know if his was ACL or Achilles, but I believe it was one of those two. I know it was a big deal. He missed the playoffs. Don't know when he's going to be back either. When they come back from injury, they're probably not going to be playing at 100% immediately. They're also both probably set to miss part of the next season. So because of that, right away, I took them both off the list. Also, even if they weren't missing time due to injuries, I don't think they would be as good as anyone higher than them on this list, even though it's possible. But the injuries really just took them out of the contention and right away, so I didn't even really consider them that much for this. So, honorable mentions out of the way, let's get into the real list. Don't know why I can't speak properly right now. With number 5, Zion Williamson. Now, some people may think this is too high for Zion after his terrible bubble performance. Some people may think this is too low for Zion, considering you think he's going to be like the next LeBron James. This is where I have him. I think as a sophomore player, and honestly just rookie part 2, because the man only played 24 games last season, including his bubble games, the dude barely played last year, and this is his first full season, assuming he frickin' stays healthy, which, fingers crossed he does, because even though I'm not as high on him as many people are, I do want to see him play. He's a very entertaining player. Now, Zion had a bad bubble, like, a really bad bubble. He was terrible on defense, he was not as good on offense as he was before. The dude just looked out of shape, is what he looked like. He looked completely out of shape. I am hoping that he is going to come back in next season in shape, but even if he doesn't, I still think he will be good enough to make it at number 5 on this list, because if you look at his stats for last season, including the bubble, the dude still averaged 22 points a game, and 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and he did that on 58% from the field, and 43% from 3. Now, that 3-point percentage, let's get it out of the way, that is not sustainable. He did that on less than 1 attempt a game. I think like half of his threes came in his first NBA game where he was like 4 for 4 from the field. The dude was lights out that game, and then after that he's just been kind of meh. You know, the man's 3-point percentage is just not sustainable. Let's not pretend he's a sniper. He shoots 64% from the free throw line on 7 attempts a game, which is a much bigger sample size, and therefore that's what I believe. This dude is not some sniper from the field. However, he is one of the best post players in the league. In my opinion, Zion is pretty much set to be a little bit of a better Blake Griffin, assuming he stays healthy, which was also a big issue with Blake Griffin. What do you know? I think he's going to be very good this season. However, number 5 is as high as I can put him, because he showed a serious need to get in the gym last season and lose some weight, and also some serious defensive issues, and I don't think those problems are just going to go away in one season. I don't think his shooting is going to get better in one season, and even though he has potential to be a very good playmaker, he also only averaged 2 assists last season, so I don't think he's anywhere near his peak at that yet. Because of that, I've got him at number 5. Now, moving up, number 4. At the number 4 spot, I have the gorilla meme himself, Pascal Siakam. And I think some people, they're just giving this man too much crap, okay? Do not get it twisted. Just because he and Julius Randle are the same meme for the spin move does not mean they're on the same level. Pascal Siakam is still an all-star level player. He still had a pretty good season last year, and he's going to be very good this upcoming season. Alright, the dude had 23 points on 45% from the field and 36% from 3. Those are not terrible numbers by any means. Alright, those are very good all-star level numbers. He also had 7 rebounds and 3.5 assists. Dude's a very good player. Alright, he's a good defender, he's a good offensive player. The issue is, that was his first year as a first option, okay? His efficiency had a big drop last season, but he was taking a lot more shots, and he lost both Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green from his team, who were spacing the floor and getting him better looks. He's going to improve more this season. He's only 26, on the edge of his prime, but he still definitely has space to improve, especially because I believe Siakam started playing basketball pretty late. I want to say he started playing around like the age of 15 or 16, just like Joel Embiid. So he's a late bloomer. The dude is going to keep improving. He has improved every season of his career, even if it's harder to see last year. Dude's going to be very good on this Raptors team that is going to make the playoffs. Stop dissing my boy Pascal Siakam. Now, number 3 on this list, and the top 3 is pretty tough because they're all really good players, although, okay, it's not that tough because realistically, number 3, who is Jason Tatum, is clearly, in my opinion, the least good out of the top 3 players on this list, but he's still a beast. Alright, Jason Tatum is going to be a borderline top 10 player this upcoming season. He's fantastic. The man has just played absolutely fantastic basketball. The season is going to start with Kemba Walker out and Gordon Hayward gone. This is going to be the best season of Jason Tatum's career. The real question for him, if he is a legit superstar or not, is going to be how good, or I should say how efficient can he be, because the man's going to put up the points. Okay, I really think Jason Tatum is going to average like 27 points a game this season. I really think he is. He has the ability to score. The question is going to be, with no Gordon Hayward or Kemba Walker, at least for the start of the season, no Kemba Walker, can he be efficient? Because if his efficiency is a big drop, then, you know, he's not going to be as good as some people think he will be. If he can maintain the same efficiency he had this season and also keep being a very good defender, the dude is going to be officially a superstar. He is. He's going to be an official superstar. And I hate to say that as a Sixers fan, except that we could have freaking had him if Colangelo wasn't an idiot. But nope, we took Markelle Fultz, but I'm not still salty about that. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, moment of rage-induced insanity aside, Jason Tatum, 3rd best player on this list, 3rd best power forward in the NBA next year, going to be a very good season, and I'm curious to see just how good. Now, number 1 and 2. You all knew who it was going to be. Alright, you all knew who the top 2 players on this list is going to be. You were just waiting to see who my choice was for number 1 and who my choice was for number 2. And my choice for the 2nd best player in the NBA, or sorry, the 2nd best power forward in the NBA next season, is Anthony Davis of the Lakers. Some people think this dude is already the best player in the league. I think some people are not very smart. Alright, he was not the best player on his team last year, it was LeBron. He was not the best power forward last year, it was Giannis. And those 2 things I expect to say the same in this season. Now, Anthony Davis just had the best year of his career, okay? Not taking anything away from Anthony Davis, he was amazing last year. 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists, and he did this on 50% from the field, 33% from 3, and 85% from the free throw line, which is a career high by like 3%. Alright? I mean, 3% isn't massive or anything, but it was a career high by a notable margin. It was a good career high. The dude was even better in the playoffs. He shot almost 100% from the free throw line. It was like a high 90-something, I believe. I don't think he missed a shot in the finals. I mean, maybe I'm just thinking of the finals. It was near 100%, but he didn't miss a free throw in the finals until like Game 5, I think. Dude's just hella efficient. He's a very good player. He is not by any means a great three-point shooter, but for a big man, because let's be real, this man should be playing center, he is solid enough for sure. He's got a nice mid-range, he's great around the basket, and he also is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Now, I fully believe that Giannis deserved to win Defensive Player of the Year last year. However, Anthony Davis definitely had a case. He was a very, very good defender. This dude is absolutely fantastic. However, I just don't believe he's going to be better than Giannis. Alright, Anthony Davis, I think his free throw percentage is going to stay up. I'd expect his three-point percentage and mid-range to take like a really tiny little blip up. But Giannis, on the other hand, who I think may be the best player in the league next year, competing with LeBron, the dude has just massively improved every single year of his career so far. And I think it would be foolish at the age of 26 to just assume he's going to stop that. Why would Giannis stop getting better when he's gotten better every single year up till now, and he's still realistically not really in his prime? Like, he's kind of entering, like, the quote-unquote prime years of his career right now. He's 26. The average player's prime is, like, around the age of 27, 28, 29, at least from what I know. Giannis is going to be amazing next season, okay? He put up 29.5 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists with 1 steal and 1 block last year, and he did this on 55% shooting and 30% from 3. Now, his free throw percentage dropped all the way to 63%, which was the worst of his career. That was concerning, and I don't really understand it, but yeah, he shot bad from the free throw line last year, don't get me wrong. However, Giannis has proven to be a ridiculously hard worker, and I expect that he knows that he screwed up last season with that free throw percentage, that it shouldn't have dropped, and he's going to be pissed about that, alright? I don't think Giannis is very happy to have that drop off. I expect him to improve it and get his free throws back up. I expect him to keep working on his three-pointers. He shot a career high in threes last year, and even though the percentage was not exactly great, I would expect him to continue working on it to improve that, because Giannis wants to freaking win. He was the best defensive player in the NBA last season, I really believe. Not quite the post defender as Anthony Davis, but he's a significantly better perimeter defender, and he has more switchability, and I think that's more important in the modern NBA. The dude is just a beast, and he did all of this in only 30 minutes a game, which is the lowest for any MVP ever. And it's why Giannis is still my pick for the MVP next season, because even if everyone's getting tired of him, if this dude plays normal MVP minutes, aka like 34, 35 minutes a game, with his improvements, the dude's going to average some video game numbers last year, if you don't consider the ones he just averaged video game numbers, alright? He is going to be beastly next season, just like he has been the last 2 years. I expect him to win another MVP. I expect him to once again contend for the Defensive Player of the Year. I expect him to be one of the 2 best players in the league next to LeBron James, and I think it's going to be a conversation the entire season and throughout the playoffs, who is truly better. Alright, people are hating on him a little bit too much after the playoffs. He is not worse than Anthony Davis. Alright, he's not. I don't believe he is. Giannis is still the best power forward in the NBA, in my opinion. So, that is my list, guys. Thank you for watching my video here. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel, because I would really appreciate it. And check out the rest of the videos in this series. Centers coming soon. Thank you.